Hello, Wonder Tina here. How are you? Are you ready for the event? Anyone can come, but you must be very quiet if you want to hear the pleasant sound of the harp in the Magnolia crowd. So, I finally have something new. I haven't recorded in almost 4 months. Wow, that's a long time. I have a reason not to do it for so long because my new job is that I mainly create on paper now, and traditional art has always been a departure from digital art. So as you can see, I am satisfied when it comes to creating in a traditional style, because the client had no objection to the comic pages being created on paper. I think that comic book pages look much better on paper because they have natural textures. I work with ink, but each line is unique and works adequately to the style I choose for the slightly unclean drawings. And in digital, the lines always look the same even though you can texture them. I decided on a large size of watercolor paper, 70-50 size. It doesn't fit on my desk, but the paper is stiff enough that it won't be a big problem when dealing with watercolors later. Actually, I will need another table in the future, a desk with automatic lifting, because this one has outlived its life and is not a very practical. Lifting the table for one person is a problem. Once I set the height, it has to stay that way. I will have to stand a lot while walking because it doesn't help if I stand or sit much, but that's okay. It's just too large. I hadn't done such a large watercolor before, but in the end it turned out to be such a nice art that I will definitely do it again. Also choose brown ink because I usually use black ink. I wanted to start with different colors of drawing ink, but I decided that it was too risky at the moment when I was making it for the first time on such a large size of paper. I didn't have much time because I was in a bit of hurry to make this art, because after all it was supposed to be for someone. I will be going somewhere outside my country again and I will take it as a gift with me. I was recently in the mountains again. Many people now have magnolia trees in their gardens. I like them very much. They are very cute flowers, and for some reason they seem magical to me. We even visited someone in our friend's mountain house. These people also had a beautiful magnolia tree here at quite high altitude. I don't have any photos of these magnolias, but in general I don't take too many photos because it's too distracting. I don't want to go on a trip and constantly have to think about taking photos. It's not healthy. Oh, and the interior of a real mountain hut is hard to describe. You have to experience it for yourself. It was something I haven't seen before. Everything inside and out is made of wood. Even the coffee tastes much better here. The homemaker offered us coffee made from spring water that flows from these mountains. I am quite a coffee drinker, so for me the difference in taste is very significant. Very polite people, they wanted to give us all the best. The homemaker even wanted to warm up milk for my coffee, but I don't need that much luxury. I chose this tree because it seemed the most appropriate to the topic I choose for this illustration. So this illustration is again a gift for someone. This is for my aunt who likes fairy things, and long time ago she requested something like this from me. Only recently I worked mainly in digital, but look now how everything changes in life. What kind of special aunt do you think she is? You know, she is a special aunt. She was probably the only person in my family who always supported me in my art journey. My grandpa always liked to send letters abroad, so he always commissioned me to draw illustrations for the letters. I didn't feel like it, but I did it, and in return, I received something as a gift in the mail. I remember receiving some art supplies from this aunt. It was nice. Yes, you know, and I know what the family's reaction to your idea of becoming artist was. You know this from personal experience. I don't have to say anything. So my path was similar, but I didn't want to do anything else in my life than be an artist. I have no education in art. I didn't study anything. I just learned everything on my own. And it's not like a real artist only cares to impress others. No, it's not like that. I don't think about it like, oh, it's time to impress someone. Let's draw something. No, creating is a must. You go and just create something. Sometimes I have days when I haven't done anything in the field of art. So you start to feel pressure and you do whatever. Drum on the table or write on a dusty shelf. Before it became my profession, I worked somewhere in the care of the elderly because I like taking care of the household and the elderly. It sounds hard, but for me it was the lightest job possible. I could be a caregiver there and also do my own art projects. Among other things, Super Secret Chinchilla Agent was created when I was a caregiver somewhere in Germany, but I haven't been doing it for 3 years now, I think, and I don't plan to do it again because what I earn from art and graphics is completely enough for me. I had guests here in my apartment for a few days. Very nice time. My aunt and uncle have been to Poland many times, but they have never had the opportunity to visit the Silesian metropolis. Silesia is one of the places in Poland where you have a bunch of cities at one place. And thanks to that, there is great public transport. So we wandered around Katowice, Chorzów and Gliwice. I served as a guide to get everywhere by public transport. They were very happy because driving around these cities is not worth doing. There were other plans, but little time. If you go to the Silesia Museum, it can take many hours to see everything. And at home my uncle took a tour on my own gallery and he said that this character which I am drawing now has a hairstyle that used to be done in his youth by women. I am not sure, but it's probably a typical 80s hairstyle. Generally, I only watch movies from those years because the new ones suck most of the time. I didn't think about it, I just did it. The Ferris design is a pure jumble of elements of something I have seen somewhere before, but I turned it in something original. I even like this outfit. Her shoes or half shoes are a bit puzzling. Maybe she needs them for riding a saddle. For example, on that big beetle, like the one we found recently in the forest while chopping wood. Look, what a monster! We also have some pretty big bugs here in Europe. Who would have thought? Unfortunately, the part of the video where I start working with watercolors is not sharp. It's a pity, but later I did some April phone footage and the quality is much better. But unfortunately it was after dinner master, art was already done. I will have to think about a special phone for recordings. Because the Samsung doesn't always want to cooperate, but you will soon see the difference in image quality and color. I wanted to do different style of video editing for this video, but it looks like I won't do it this time because I was hoping for a better video quality, but it kinda sucks. For some reason the video blinks, almost unwatchable, so I will leave it for another time. According to the recordings, this art took me about 3 hours and 10 minutes. I did it at intervals, a little bit every day. I think if I had done it in one sitting, it wouldn't be it. Time intervals between work stages are necessary, sometimes hours, sometimes days. Okay, that's it. I hope you liked it even though the footage sucked sometimes, but now I know that I should probably skip the Samsung. When is the next video? I don't know. I once had plans to make regular videos, but I will leave it for now because there is no point in promising in vain. Bye.